Who that say gon' beat them Canucks? Know what I'm saying? Who would have thought? Nobody in the history ever thought that this day would ever end. Including myself. Well, guess what? It's not gonna end. So proud to be a long-term Canucks fan. Leafs fans, I don't think it's the Canucks year, but if you get knocked out tonight, we welcome you. I'm rooting for every Canadian team for the moment, but that might be hard. If the Canucks make the second round, they're probably going to end up playing the Oilers. Predators should have won that game. GG, though. How about game 2, where we had 89 shots on net? That's what I'm saying, buddy. That's what I'm saying. You want to talk about the deserve to win meter? Maybe try putting some pucks past our AHL starting goalie, motherfuckers. Didn't you win like 18 games in a row at the end of the season? Who the hell were you playing, man? Who were you playing? It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe run a couple more goalies and you end up playing against our ECHL affiliate backup. Maybe we'll talk. Let me guess, opening face-off game 5, Michael McCarron at center? Come on, be respectful. Preds make backup goalies look like LeBron James. Maybe try scoring some goals with your sticks instead of your damn feet. Seems to be working pretty well for Brock Besser. What's my experience watching the Canucks game? I took my daughter to a movie theater to watch the Canucks game. She didn't want to stay the whole time, which is fine. So we left at the end of the first period, drove home, and I caught the third period, and I was like, we're toast. I was on my phone for like the last 18 minutes of the third. Except for the last 3 minutes. But shit got me laughing at the movie theater. There was like two men in their 60s behind me, and one of them was like, what did you do yesterday? And he said, oh, we drove to the university to watch the dental school graduations. All the girls in their 4th year, they were all in gowns and wearing high heels and stuff. They were gorgeous. I was like, brother, what the fuck are you talking about? That's school, you fucking pervert, you degenerate. Dude, it's not a normal behavior, man. Just didn't even have like a kid that was graduating, getting a diploma or anything. You were kibitzing? What the hell were you doing there, man? They're at school, you fucking weirdo. Oh, man. /marker. Relatle. But that wasn't the only weird story. I also went out to lunch with my daughter. Hey, Firex, you an alliterator. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. I got your name right for the first time in history, I think. I went out to lunch with my daughter, and, we were about to leave. And an old woman came in. She was probably in her 70s, if not her early 80s. And she sat down, she was by herself, and then she looked over to me and she was like, do you like it here? And I was like, here, like the neighborhood, or here, the restaurant? And she was like, here, the neighborhood. And I said, yeah, I like it here, it's nice. And then she literally, like the second thing she said to me after we'd known each other for 30 seconds, she said, who the fuck can afford to live here anymore? And I said, I don't know. It is expensive, but everywhere in the city is expensive. And then she was like, the server brought over like a Coke with a lime in it, and she said, what the hell is this? And then the waitress said, oh, sorry, we don't have any lemons. All we have are limes. We ran out of lemons yesterday. And she said, I don't want this. I told you I want a lemon. And she said, okay, I'll bring you another one. Then the waitress was talking to her for like a minute, and she was like, wait, what was that fruit you put in the Coke when you brought it out? And she was like, it's a lime. She was like, what does it taste like? And the waitress was like, oh, it kind of tastes like a lemon, but a little different. She's like, can you bring me one of those on a plate? I've never tried one before. And the waitress was like, okay. Then the server walked away, and the old lady turned to me and she said, nobody here can get it and fucking anything right. And I was like, all right, ma'am, have a great day. We gotta go. Although, I will say, she did, midway in the conversation here, she also said, how do you feel about shots? And I said, shots? What do you mean? And she said, how do you feel about the shots? And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. And then she said, the COVID shots. And I went, I think, was a complicated interaction. I was expecting like some small talk, but she got straight into the big talk, bro. Kay Kona? Well, the thing is, like, she was wearing a mask when she came in, so I think, if anything, she was trying to find out if I was boosted enough to share her presence. It was like an inversion of what you would expect the interaction to be. But I did see the next step of the David Mitchell meta, where when you crop out the pizza, it looks like he is at a melee. He's playing a melee set. And I have to say, no lies detected, bro. It looks like he's playing a melee set. And what's funny is that as time goes on, melee players are starting to look like that too. 10 years ago, you'd be like, yeah, but he doesn't look like he'd fit in at Best of BC Volume 17. As time goes on, they ain't making more melee players, bro. It's becoming too real. I am going to take +1 discard. I'm not trying to rag on the guy. Did you see the video of the actor who went on to play NPC Miles Morales on TikTok? Smashing a bunch of Domino's pizza boxes when he worked there because somebody gave him no tip?
Out there in the rain and no tip! No tip!
I spoke to 23-year-old Malik Ambersley of St. Petersburg, Florida.
During the pandemic, you know, things like tips and stuff like that are important for me to be able to feed, you know, my family and you know, myself and try to keep a roof over my head.
But you were not fired?
No, I wasn't. There was nobody in the store or anything.
I can't even be mad at the guy. I mean, he was like 20 when it happened and it was in the pandemic, but he did go like, no tip! Gah! I will say, at first I was like, who wouldn't tip? But then yesterday, we went out to eat at a restaurant. I was going to say I'm not going to name the cuisine, but then I'm like, when I tell you what we ordered, you're going to be like, I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with what cuisine it is. Hey, Turn One Forest, thanks for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. First off, it was, in my opinion, it was the worst of both worlds. There's restaurants where you sit down and order. There's restaurants where you go to the counter and order. This was a restaurant where you sit down and don't order. Like, instead of the server coming back at some point and being, what do you want? She brought the menus and then we didn't see her again for like 15 minutes. So I was there like, hey, hello. Hi, could we? No? Okay, anyway. Hang on. This is a good one. I mean, listen, beg for your life, suburbanite. Beg for your chat life, okay? I said I went out to eat. You typed to learn how to cook. That's insane. You typed Monka S after that? Honestly, you had the appropriate emotional reaction to being called out, which makes me think you're of sound mind. But you didn't type anything. You didn't type contrition. You didn't type... It's time to go. You're too online, brother. You got to take a little... Just take 10 minutes in the walk-in. Cry it out. On ban request. Sure, maybe I doom scrolled all weekend. I was immediately doing arguments in bad faith. This is the real world here. Is as close as it gets. I'm doing this for you, okay? You think your friend is going to be like... I went out to a restaurant this week. Oh, a restaurant? Learn how to cook. What are you, 17 years old? Bon Appetit didn't exist when I was learning how to cook, okay? You had to learn how to do the mother sauces from America's Test Kitchen. It came in a fucking huge book. It was like 900 pages long. Anyway, I said, I'll take number 25, large pho with beef balls. My wife said, give me a number 6, rare beef pho. Said, give me a number 1. It's a banh mi that maybe my daughter, I was huffing copium. I was like, maybe she'll like the sandwich, no shot. Give me a house special roll. Give me a shrimp salad roll. The waitress no-sold it. She did no pad, no app, no iPad, no nothing. She just, everything we kept putting on her, she was just like, As soon as she walked away, I was like, there's no shot she remembered all the numbers we threw at her. 5 minutes later, she came back, hey, I'm just double checking your order. You guys got like beef tripe soup and a small papaya salad, right? And I was like, no, both of those are incorrect. Anyway, the food came out, but lo and behold, there was a table for 6. And when they brought all the soups out, the people at the table for 6 were like, this isn't what I ordered. This isn't what I ordered. And they were like, hey, let's go check that for you. And then the table next to us, they were like, excuse me, can you come over here? There's a big hair in our piece of chicken. And then the waitress was like, oh, that's not a hair. we use a special kind of lemongrass that kind of looks like that. And they were like, we're pretty sure it's hair. And then they were like, well, let me go check with the chef. And then when they came back, they were like, we think it's lemongrass, but we're just gonna not charge you for the soup. I have nothing but respect for the servers, okay? It's a hard job. It tends to be a thankless job. But if you're not using at least a pen and a pad, you're just asking for trouble. It's like a pilot that is like, we don't need to do the pre-flight checklist. I'm a good pilot. Like, if something happens, I'll just land. No, I want you to do the pre-flight checklist to make sure that, like, nothing goes wrong, man. It's just, they just write it down. It's just numbers. I honestly, it's a tough thing to say because pants goes really well with square Joker. But I think it's just like, it scales too slow for anti-4 to show up as Eternal. Like, this is a white steak type gameplay. Gaining 2 mults every time we play 2 pair is like ass compared to 1 mult every time we play a hand that's anything. Pants go great with a shirt, bro. 16-year-olds tweeting for the first time. Although, did you see I'm trying to think to help the librarian out here later, the best way to describe it. It was like, it's crushing my soul to know I'll never be as funny as my 8th grade cousin in the group chat. And then like the messages out of nowhere from the 8th grade cousin are like, Hunter Biden when Dear Biden shows up at the function and stuff like that. Hang on, I've got to search for this because like without librarian here, it's so good. Hunter Biden when Dear Biden. Hunter Biden when Dear Biden walks in. Why is it taking so long? Librarian makes it look so easy. This post was deleted by the post author? No! All I can find are the replies. Oh, brother. Because the other ones were really good, man. The other ones were really good, too. Oh, well. It's all for naught now. Hey, Anel, would you ever consider entering a cycling race? Why? You looking for fodder? I know how it is. I feel like competing in athletics is like, and I'm not talking about like a fun run. I'm talking about like, you know, entering some kind of race or competition, like a triathlon. I feel like it's like a fighting game, right? You're like, man, I don't want to go to the fucking race because everybody is cracked. Because only cracked people are like, let me join the cycling race. So I see you out here doing your recruiting. You're like, hey, fucking borderline Cat 5 cyclist at best. You should really come to the fucking crit this weekend. Why? So you can beat me by 92 watts? You motherfucker, you. People suck at fighting games and join tournaments. No disrespect, but you have FGC in your name, which means you don't know what you're talking about. You're too in to see things normally. You might say, of course I know what's going on. I'm inside of the bubble. If you're inside of the bubble, you don't see the bubble. You just see the inside. It takes someone from outside of the bubble to appraise it for what it is. Did you see the person who entered the Brooklyn Marathon by ignoring the signs and just running it anyway, then bragging about it on Twitter and LinkedIn? I didn't, but I do want to say, like, I don't care. What do I care if she ran the Brooklyn Marathon? What, like without paying for it or qualifying? Like she just ran 26.2 miles with no bib? That's like impressive. Bragging about it on LinkedIn is very embarrassing just because bragging about anything on LinkedIn is embarrassing, but the actual act of doing the running itself, I'm not gonna be mad at her. 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 and 4 when 5, 6, 8 walk into the party. It was a half marathon. I love that we're like, hey, don't give this stranger you just heard about too much credit. It was only 13.1 miles. This person you've never met or heard of before in your entire life and basically still haven't except secondhand. You're giving this lady a little bit too much credit. Me at the McDonald's drive-thru in Britain. Hang on. Trying to fit into the culture, but also expressing my American touristiness. Can I just get some chips, bro? No disrespect, Vel Sparko. You fell apart halfway through because I don't think they have a McDonald's drive-thru in Britain. We do? You do? I would have assumed that was like a North American only thing. Someone said, of course we do. What do you mean, of course we do? I thought Europe hated cars, bro. Horse-drawn carriages fit through the drive-thru window. They must not have that swinging bar that is like trying to stop blue-collar Canadians and Americans from getting their coffee at 5:02 a.m. Like if you drive a pickup truck, you're welcome at the McDonald's. If you drive like an 18-wheeler, I don't know, you got to go to the Flying J, bro. We have all that shit, bro. I'm just stunned that you have a drive-thru. Are you the only country in Europe that has a drive-thru? Like, you can't tell me that, like, the Netherlands have a drive-thru. I don't believe that. They all do? I can see, like, Portugal has it. Spain has it. No disrespect, but how do you get into the drive-thru? Because, like, every time I'm playing GeoGuessr, when I'm on, like, a European street, the street is 1 lane wide, and there's cars parked on both sides of the 1 lane, and like only a Vespa can even fit through the parked cars, and only in one direction. They're like, these 97-year-old roads still carry people the old-fashioned way. I don't think they have drive-thrus, man. I've never seen one. It's so American-coded. In the suburbs? What, America or Europe has suburbs, bro? I thought they had trains. Twitch son or Letterboxd daughter? Letterboxd daughter, for sure. Don't get me wrong, they're both bad. There was Letterboxd discourse this weekend. I don't know if you saw it, but I saw it. What was the Letterboxd discourse? It was people looking at the reviews for challengers, and all of the reviews are like, my penis hort. And they're like, I just want to know if the movie's any good. But we got all these like armchair comedians who are like, you know, me looking up the reviews for West Side Story 2020, and like the top 8 reviews are all variants of like, sex with my brother's killer, greater than sign, greater than sign, greater than sign, greater than sign. Having sex with the dude who murdered my brother hits different. Like, it's Letterboxd has kind of become like movie Reddit in some ways. I still like it, in a manner of speaking. Hey, I'm going to Mangia's. What's your recommended order? Brother, didn't you get the news? Pretty sure it shut down earlier this year. I got some terrible news. I hate to be the bearer of this bad news. I hope you did not have a reservation, because I thought that they went out of business. Because I'm insane, I basically took that as you were trying to see if I was lying about living in Vancouver. I thought you're going to be like, I'm finally going to suss this dude out. I know he lives in fucking Coquitlam, pretending to live in Vancouver. Think I'm not familiar with Manja, dude? The restaurant that's just somebody's house? This is not an Abbotsford son versus Pitt Meadows' daughter type situation, okay? Top 3 worst streets to turn left on in Vancouver. Now we're talking, bro. Hang on, I gotta sort by rank real quick. Now we are talking. Top 10 worst streets to turn, top 3 worst streets to turn left on. Drake Street, heading north, turning left onto Pacific. That's a really bad one. You've got tons of traffic, many lanes. Lots of people that are tourists are going by on like electric scooters and stuff like that. They're trying to cheat the system. You got to cross like 8 lanes of traffic, and they're trying to cross on like, you know, when the hand has a 3 on it and stuff like that. That's a pretty bad one. Canby and 8th is really bad. So you got like lots of traffic coming down. You got lots of traffic going up, and then lots of foot traffic as well. Oak Street? I'm trying to think. Oaks, like turning left onto Oak Street where? Because you get some because Oak is a thoroughfare, you get some protected left turning lanes, which come at a premium in Vancouver. Broadway for sure. You know, like, with no disrespect intended, these are not intersections. One street is not an intersection. Broadway and Oak? Bro, Broadway and Oak is no problem. They have a protected left turn lane. Now, are you going to have to wait until your light is red in order to make your left turn? Yes, but welcome to the fucking party. That's the way you do it here. 70th sucks. No disrespect, I'm not fucking around with that Kill Arnie stuff. More power to you. You gotta do what you gotta do, but I'm not spending any time. Granville in 70th, Oak in 70th. You'll catch me there en route to Costco, but you will not, I don't think you're gonna catch me there just, for my own enjoyment. Maybe if I was going golfing or something, I don't know. I don't even know what they do down there. Should I get high or do the dishes? Top Reddit comment, 2014. ¿Por qué no los dos? My wife is learning Spanish right now, by the way. And she keeps asking me, like, she'll be like, I learned the numbers today. And then she starts counting, and she's like, oh, I always forget, like, what 4 is. And I'm like, it's cuatro. She's like, how do you know so much Spanish? I don't have the heart to tell her it's because I listened to Pretty Fly for a White Guy 1,000 times when I was in the 5th grade.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis. You know it's kinda hard just to get along today. Our subject isn't cool, but he fakes it anyway. He may not have a clue and he may not have style, but everything he lacks, well, he makes up in denial.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis. You know it's kinda hard just to get along today. Our subject isn't cool, but he fakes it anyway. He may not have a clue and he may not have style, but everything he lacks, well, he makes up in denial. That album, Americana, was like one of the first albums I bought, like, to listen to myself. Like, there's a pivotal moment in every child's life when they listen to music they want to listen to instead of, like, their favorite song that their parents played for them growing up, okay? And some people never get there. Particularly, I think, if you lived in a very devoutly religious household, or like your dad was in the military and you moved around a lot, you'll encounter like people in college that are like, John Tesh goes pretty hard, dude. John Tesh goes pretty hard. But either way, for me, I was a little bit of a late bloomer on this as well. It didn't happen until like the 5th grade. I bought Americana, and it was like my first time really like listening to lyrics to that extent, right? Because you're obsessed with the album. You're trying to like break it down. But you don't have like the lived experience to know what the hell they're talking about. So when the lead singer of The Offspring says,
he needs some cool tunes, not just any will suffice, but they didn't have Ice Cube, so he bought Vanilla Ice.
In my head, 3 things that I was confused about there. First, they need some cool tunes, not just any will suffice. I thought Will Suffice was the name of a guy who made some whack-ass music. You can't just bring Will Suffice to the party. And then, they didn't have ice cubes, is what I thought he said. Like he was showing up with a bag of ice so to keep the drinks cold. So he brought Vanilla Ice, which in my 10-year-old brain, even though I was familiar with who Vanilla Ice is, I was like, oh, those must be like flavored ice cubes. Like I was way off. No way. It's true. I mean, did you hear the story about how I pissed in the bottle that I was holding upside down? Like that's the level we're dealing with here. What was the third thing? That was 3 things. Fisher Price. Will Suffice. I thought Ice Cube was a block of ice instead of the main songwriter for NWA. And I thought Vanilla Ice was a flavored ice cube. Do you fuck with beans? I do fuck with beans. I did want to say something though. This is just me. You know, I'm a consumer advocate. I advocate for consumer rights. If you go to Costco Canada, you may find yourself getting tempted. You might say, I want to get some easy lunches. I'll buy these Allen's prepackaged soups that are shelf stable. Finish work, just toss them in the microwave, we're good to go. I'm here to tell you, do not do this. I bought kale and white bean soup. I am not a picky eater in the slightest. I thought I enjoyed these ingredients. First off, I don't want to cause anybody to lose their job. They're navy beans. I didn't know are white beans and navy beans the same thing? That's the worst bean on the planet. Every other bean clears it by like a million. They're like baked beans that haven't been baked. I don't know how else to explain it. Pinto beans, kidney beans, black beans, chickpeas, like those are all delicious. I don't know why they went with the navy beans. You ever had naengmyeon? Yeah. I don't like it that much. I think I have a lot of opinions on Korean food because I've eaten a lot of Korean food because I lived there, and then also, like, my wife is Korean. I think that I like Korean food more than I think that I like it when I talk to people about it. I know that that's a sentence that seems like it makes none sense, but like, whenever people talk to me about Korean food, I'm always like, I think it's good, but it's one of the most overrated cuisines on the planet. But then, like, when I go to a Korean restaurant, I'm like, this shit is fucking delicious. That being said, I don't like naengmyeon. You know what it is? Some of the most popular Korean foods are foods that I don't vibe with. I don't give a shit about a corn dog wrapped in crinkle-cut French fries. I don't like budae-jjigae. I don't like tteokbokki. I like kimbap well enough, but I've had like 4,000 rolls of it in my life, so I'm just kind of over it. But then when I go out or even when we eat Korean food at home, I'm like, this shit is delicious. Bibimbap goes crazy. See, this is what I say that. So I'm like, it's just, there's nothing wrong with bibimbap, and I ate it all the time when I lived in Korea. But it's like, it's just rice, vegetables, and gochujang. Like, it's nothing out of control. It's not gonna change your life. It is the best sounding food. Yeah. Bibimbap. Are you a pajang guy? I am a pajang guy, but I'm gonna take the whole nation to task on this one, okay? I like pajang. I feel like we gotta get the memo out there that you need to cook it about 4 minutes longer before you bring it out. Because if you're gonna be cooking a pancake that has a diameter of like 18 inches, you gotta make sure that shit is not raw in the middle, dude. And I hate when you chopstick cut the pajang and then you go to the middle and it's still like uncooked batter in there. You need to get the uniform crispiness throughout, even if the edges end up a little bit overdone. +2, you know ball. Thank you for saying that, because it's so easy to get gaslit as a streamer, because I try to trust people, even though it has only ever served me poorly. But you gotta realize, I lived in Korea. I eat Korean food, I don't know, probably 2 to 5 times a week, depending on if we've been to H Mart recently. And then like some 12-year-old kid who watches like street food videos on YouTube is like, Korean food's amazing. And I'm like, yeah, it is, but like, we're not on the same level, bro. Like, no disrespect, your ass has not had sundae. You watched a video where you were like, that looks delicious. I won't catch you in Korea eating like blood sausage and pork feet. You're gonna be buying like Korean Cheetos and eating them alone in your hotel room. Okay? So like, if you wanna meet me on the level, why don't we try to find out stuff that we have in common instead of trying to like, you're trying to elevate yourself over me. You don't even know I'm in Willy Wonka's Great Glass Elevator. Your ass is the protagonist of Dostoevsky's Notes from Underground. I don't get the reference. Basically, at the end of the book, he goes, fuck this, and he just digs a hole and lives in it. And then he's like, I love living in the hole. And we're like, really? Seems a little lonely in there. What do I know, though? Hey, don't fucking kill me, okay? Don't fucking kill me. They're not gonna fucking kill me. We will not be fucking die this year! Yeah! Please? Yes! My friend was an ESL teacher a few months back. Any tips for adjusting back to North America? Yes. Exercise. That's not even me being glib. When I lived in South Korea, I drank beer 2 times a week, maybe 3 times a week, to excess. I ate snacks. Literally all of my meals were consumed at restaurants. And I lost like 15, 20 pounds living there. Soon as I came back, I wasn't drinking any beer. Somehow put the 10, 15, 20 pounds back on in like 3 months living in my parents' house in North America. Beer is the answer. That's not what I'm saying. You got me backwards. I'm just saying like my lived experience, at least for me, is your lifestyle will probably change when you go back to North America, and you have to modify your consumption as a result. The sun card. Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hiding behind a tree. These little children are asking you to please come out so we could play with you. Sorry, it's my child's favorite song. It's that and Centerfold by the Jay Giles Band, which is very awkward. Because when we sing along to it in the car, I'm like, they don't really swear, but like, I'm not sure if this is the kind of song that I should be singing out loud to my child.
Years go by, I'm looking through a girl in a magazine, and there's my homeroom angel on the pages in between.
My blood runs cold, my memory has just been sold. My angel is the centerfold, angel is the centerfold. My blood runs cold, my memory has just been sold. Angel is the centerfold, slipped me notes under the desk when I was thinking about her dress. I was shy, I turned away before she caught my eye.
Here's my problem, and I'm not trying to put the system on trial here. I don't like... So, the Centerfold is a song about horned up dude in the Jay Giles Band, buys a girly magazine, a Playboy, for example, a Hustler, Penthouse, fat bottom booties, barely legal. I don't remember what the rest of them are called. It's been a while since I've been in a gas station. Anyway, either way, he opens up the Centerfold, and it's his ex-classmate from like high school. And he's like, my blood runs cold, my memory has just been sold, my angel is a centerfold. But at the end of the song, he seems to think that just because she is like a nude model, that he somehow has like some ownership over her body. Like, it's okay, I understand, this ain't no Never Never Land. I hope that when this issue's gone, I'll see you when your clothes are on. Take this car, yes I will, I'll take this car and drive it. Take him to a hotel room and take him off in private. Brother, she don't know you, dude. Just literally just because you sat 2 rows behind her in English class 15 years ago. It seems a little presumptuous to me. It's got a hell of a hook though, don't get me wrong. Why does it sound like Dr. Seuss when you say it? I guess because it rhymes. Nobody liked this, by the way, but I posted it in every Discord in which I actively participate. I posted... It's so embarrassing that I'm proud of this. Because it wasn't even a joke. I thought it was like a trenchant observation about life. I said, the first dude to rhyme in a song has to be the most influential musician of all time, right? And nobody replied at all. Nobody said like so true or even acknowledged that I was attempting to be amusing. People just, they no-sold it completely. But I'm like, it's fucking true, dude. Like, imagine everybody else was singing songs like, there once was a girl from Middlesbrough with hair as long as gold. I used to play the fiddle whenever she got hungry. I went to see the king and play for him a song. And when the night went longer, he went to smoke his pipe. Like the dude who came out and started, he's like, bro, you should say bong there. He became the most influential musician in history. People were like, oh shit, that sounds incredible, bro. You think it's a good idea to buy debt and then peruse it yourself? What are you talking about, VIP Yelnats, when you say that? What are you talking about when you say it's a good idea to buy debt and peruse it yourself? Pursue it yourself. Okay, what do you mean by pursue it yourself? Like Dog the Bounty Hunter? Oh, you mean like purchase distressed debt and then go collect? Yeah, obviously. Like, what could go wrong? I'll tell you, this is like one of my most shameful stories. It must have been... I'm trying to think of how old I was. I must have been in like my last year of college, and I was home for the summer, and my mom was like, there's a debt collector on the phone for you. And I was like, that's weird, because I don't think I have any debt. And then I was like, hello? And then the guy was like, hey, we're calling because like your Visa card is in debt and hasn't been paid for like 6 months. And I was like, that Visa expired 6 months ago. And they were like, all we know is that there's an unpaid balance. So I like went into online banking to like figure out what happened. The card expired, but somehow Microsoft Xbox Live Gold kept charging it even though it was expired. So like every month there was like another $30 charged on it for like 6 months. So the dude was calling me over like $200. And I was like, okay, I just paid it. And he's like, okay, good. Don't let it happen again. But like the way my heart rate jumped when my mom was like, there's a debt collector on the phone. I was like, what the? It's like the closest to a panic attack I think I've ever had in my life. Knowing how stupid the credit system is, it might have helped your credit, if anything. Credit is weird. I wish DL Guiga was here, because I think he would be like, no, it's not at all. And then we could argue about it. There'd be some meat on that bone, but it does kind of like green pill you, right? When you realize that you look better to the bank if you take on a little debt than if you're debt free. But also, I don't want to get into this, but like, I don't know, people are so fucking anti-debt. I get it, but it's like, not all debt is bad, man. Going into crippling credit card debt because you were buying songs on iTunes is bad. But fucking, some debt is kind of sick, bro. Just ask like all world governments. I know we talked about this before. I'm not an economist or a political scientist, but it always makes me laugh when people are like, oh, the country's running a deficit. The country's running a deficit. I'm like, yeah, bitch. It's my tax money. If they were running a surplus, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, give me some of this shit back, dude. I don't want my government to have like a savings account that it's just throwing my tax money into. You took that amount of money. You should spend it, man. It doesn't make sense that they would run a surplus. I don't want them to run a surplus. I think they fuck up if they run a surplus. They owe us some money back. Rainy day funds are good for the government too. Bro, they have... Okay, the vibes are off on this one. They have a rainy day fund. It's called the money printer. I don't want them to keep a savings account. It's our money. I'll keep my money in the savings account. If you're going to take the tax from me, the best thing you could do is spend it. Like, that's just respectful. Not to mention, like... I'd be pissed if they ran a surplus right now. I'd be like, I can't see a doctor. The wait at the emergency room is 10 hours, but you got like, 6 months of living expenses for the entire country just packed away in a fucking savings account. We need it now, bro. Light it up. Send it. It's something. It's not nothing. Convince me to sub and I will. No disrespect. I don't mean this to be rude. Where are you at in your life right now? I'm not trying to convince you to sub. I'm just trying to figure out, because you're basically, if this was 2013 and you were waving half a $5 US bill, you were saying dance for me, I'd be like, they're Oppan Gangnam style, Oppan gaming style, hey, video gamers, Oppan gaming style. But it's fucking 2024, bro. We're talking about 250 USD. Then we slice it again when I have to pay taxes at the end of the year? You're going to make me dance for half a cup of coffee? You do whatever you please with your money. It seems like it means a lot to you. I'm not going to try to like separate a fool from his hard-earned American dollars. You did dance though? See, this is where you don't understand me, Chad. Dancing for money? Cringe. Dancing because you want to dance? Based. He tier 3'd. Here's that attention you ordered. I went tier 3 just for that. Call your family. What's going on here? This we do this a lot of the time. I don't mean to be rude. You can start your own. I appreciate the tier 3 sub, okay? You can start your own Twitch channel. If you want to be the subject of attention, OBS is free. It's easy to set up. You want to be the star of the show, go ahead. I don't like when the chatter comes to the chat and then they're like, look at me, I'm the main character now. It's like, you ever go see a sporting event and then the dude behind you is just like a little too drunk? And then he's like, he gets a couple laughs when he chirps the team and he thinks that means that he's hot and the audience is warmed up, so he makes a comment on everything for like the next 2 hours. You're like, bro, I didn't pay, $200 to see an exhibition game between the Canucks and the Flames so that, Bill HVAC from Abbotsford could try out his best material, which is largely, fucking shoot the puck, bro. I don't want that, okay? I want to be like, hey, they should shoot the puck now. I want to think that myself. Are we getting motherfucking crunky in here?
Hey YouTube, does anyone out there know Little John? Because I just wanted to let him know that the Republic of Korea's getting real motherfucking crunky tonight. That's right, bitches.
You know, one of the, and there's a lot of bad things, don't get me wrong. One of the worst things about being a streamer is that, this bit is basically constructed just to say fuck you in particular, and I apologize for that, but I have to speak with my, I have to speak from the heart. People tweet my own jokes to me all the time, or like inside jokes that are like references to stuff that I've done, and I just like, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I should just say thank you for that. But in my head, I'm always like, what do you want me to say? Like, I don't know what to say. People will be like, hey, remember that time like 8 years ago when you were talking about Damn, I Wish I Was Your Lover by Sophie B. Hawkins? And I'm like, yeah. It's a good song. It's probably one of the best songs of the 90s, in my opinion. You owe me $3. And then, like, it ends up creating, I don't want to say animosity, but it creates situations sometimes. Because people will say, like, out of context, they'll post, like, a reference to a joke I made, and then I don't get it, and I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, it's a reference to some shit you said 7 years ago, dumbass. And I'm like, oh, well, like, why are you, I don't know. I guess I'm being anal about it. It probably is a bad look, but I'm like, can't you just talk to me like I'm a human being? It always reminds me of what Malf said when What Does the Fox Say was popping off. And he's like, everybody keeps asking me, what does the fox say? But nobody ever asked me how I'm doing. I mean, you would not believe, doink, by the way, the number of times that I get, on a daily basis, the number of times that I get sent, do bald guys fight like this? And it's the two bald dinosaurs headbutting. It abated for a while, but it has returned. Also, What You Egg Stabs Him from Shakespeare. That one shows up with regularity. The irony is that just from talking about this, more people are then going to be like, I'm going to send it to you. I'm just letting you know, I'm not even going to click the heart button. I may not block you, but I may block you just because I'm like, why are you trying to get a rise out of me, man? Like, you're under the influence. Just go have fun. Why are you like... it sounds... I guess I'm just making enemies, brother, but... Hang on, the vibes are off. Sometimes people tweet me and it's like, 1 a.m. Eastern time, 10 p.m. Pacific, and I'm like getting ready for bed, and I get a tweet that's like, hey NL, me and my friend are here and we're drunk and we love you. We just thought it would be awesome if you could say sandwich and reply to us. And I'm like, you gotta go fucking watch a movie or something, bro. This is like, you gotta give me some time to be off the clock, okay? I can't be getting 5:45 a.m. references to my own inside joke is like the first thing I see every morning. You gotta meet me on my terms, bro. I can't meet you on all of your terms across the world. Just ignore it? Well, I do. Or I, mute them. But then sometimes, like, we've now reached the point where, like, thanks to Librarian's influence, and I mean this in a genuinely positive way, sometimes I get tweets served to me that are like my own content from people that I don't even follow, which is very flattering. I'm like, oh shit, it's blowing up. But then I look in the comments, this happens so much, I shouldn't even mention it, okay? But it happens so much where like half of the replies are like the message that says this tweet is from an account that you've muted. And then it's like, do you want to click on it? And I'm like, oh, I wonder what it's going to say. And I click on it and it's like, yes, we love NL. We're here for the NL era. And I'm like, what the fuck did you say that got your ass deleted, bro? I bet you said something. I bet it was back in the Isaac era. Because nowadays, you're like, 26 and relatively normal. But when you were 16 and watching way too much YouTube, I can't believe you would take this when you used 2 rerolls. But if you walk out between the 2 rerolls, it resets the pool. I'm sorry to inform you that there's no statute of limitations on the mute. You can't earn it back, I'm sorry to say, but there's always next life. Because, like, the risk is too high, because it's probably, to be honest as well, most people that I mute, it's not the first time I saw something from them that led me to mute them. Just being straight up with you. It's usually like, oh, I recognize this guy's avatar. It's like him silhouetted in a doorway. What's he mad about this time? oh, fucking, I took magic mush instead of odd mushroom when I was already at like the damage cap or something like that. It's not a ban for life worthy offense. What am I supposed to do? Hire somebody that's like, hey, go through all the tweets of this person I muted and see if they're reformed? It's just too much, man. It's just too much. Just quit Twitter? No, I'm chilling. Twitter's awesome lately. As I know it, again, is another thing people don't like, and basically fuck Elon Musk. But the For You page on Twitter goes crazy. If you hate Twitter now, just go off of the following page. Because I know what the following page looks like. It's people you know trying to make you mad. But if you go to the For You page, I mean, did you see the videos popping off this morning of all the kids using those like flying ballerina toys? Where like it's a base and then you like pull a ripcord and the ballerina starts spinning and then it flies through the air and just gets sucked into the fireplace. Dude, it's so good. It's a great video. 1996 meme. I mean, it did have the America's Funniest Home Videos watermark on it. But it's fucking funny, man. Some humor is timeless. I almost got deported from Canada a few weeks ago. Apparently, you can't cross onto a Canadian street at Peace Arch Park. Family got detained by the police. Super fun. I'm willing to go ahead and say that fuck the government for that one. Because they do that in BC. They kind of try to have it both ways. Like Peace Arch Memorial Park it's an awkward border crossing because you get stuck in the line and then there's a park right there and you see people like walking in the park. And you're like, maybe I can walk in the park, but if you take 2 steps wrong, all of a sudden you've illegally immigrated to like another country. Same thing, like if you're on the Canada side or the America side, now that I think about it, because this happened in COVID a lot, you couldn't cross the border, right? But there's a park where one side is in Surrey, British Columbia, and then the other side is in Washington. So Washingtonians can drive to the park in America, go into the park. Canadians can drive to the park from Canada, go into the park, and you can see your American relatives and give them a hug, right? But then the border guard was fucking grilling us when we left, and it's just a dude standing on the sidewalk with like a notepad. But he was like, did you guys like take anything out of the park? And I was like, yeah, they bought our daughter like a $20 toy from Toys R Us. And they were like, we're gonna let it slide, but like, just so you know, this is really supposed to be like kind of a situation where you take only pictures, leave only memories. And I was like, okay, buddy, like, thanks for keeping the country safe from the $1.32 in duty that I would be charged for this fucking Tickle Me Elmo or whatever. Like, what are we doing here, bro? I appreciate you letting me off with a warning for not doing anything fucking wrong in the first place, but you know what I'm saying? Because I talk a big game right now, I'll admit. But I was like, yes, officer, yes, sir, officer. I'm like, it's one of those things where like they gave the procedure was in place in order to protect from a situation that they didn't want to happen. But instead, people are fucking jerking off the procedure instead of the thing in the first place that was the reason the procedure was put into place. So now it's, oh, you don't respect the procedure. You don't respect the procedure. I don't give a fuck about the procedure, bro. I don't give a shit about the form. What was the form made for? Oh, because you didn't want people bringing over 500 kilos of like rice from California and not paying tax on it on the way in. You should have been buying Saskatchewan rice. That's not what, like, you got to remember the spirit of the law. Anyway, we're chilling. Purpose of a system is what it does. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's damn true, too, I think. I wish I had reserved parking IRL. I hear that, brother. What do you mean by that? None dollars, huh? We won and none dollars? Come, help me out! Reserve spot at the Costco? You're not wrong. Reserve spot at the Costco will go fucking insane. Holy shit. What is this hand? I don't even, like, the Costco parking lot is so fucked. I don't even need it to be, like, at the front of the store. I would just settle for always knowing that I have a spot to go to. I don't have to park on the fucking side of the street in Richmond and then bring 300 kilograms worth of groceries to my trunk. It's like a 2-kilometer walk. How about some money? Yay. 23 points, huh? Surely 4 of a kind gets us there, right? I'm not like throwing the run. $27 points. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Fuck Balatro. We're gonna play something else. I'll be right back. Score some fucking goals, England. Why did that was not... That was like Alberta, dude. Score some fucking goals, bud. Oh, man. Alberta mentioned. This one's for you, Alberta. Just eat your fucking pierogi pizza and fuck off. You're missing more fucking Timbits than a case at a junior hockey game, bud. Holy. I'm from Canada, dude. I know how to talk like them. You know, most, I should probably have my face on the screen so this is a clippable moment. Most underrated pizza phenotype in the world, Greek pizza. I'm not talking about a pizza that uses feta cheese. I'm not against it. Feta cheese, Kalamata olives, tomatoes, etc., etc. I'm talking about a Greek pizza where they let the dough proof in the pan, and it's like a little deep dish, but not as deep as a Chicago pizza, and it's crispy. It's not quite a Detroit pizza, but it's crispy. I feel like no one ever talks about it. And yet, I bet like 1/5 of the pizza places where you live are Greek pizza restaurants. It's a New England thing. Weirdly enough, it's popular here too. I bet you're wrong. Brother, I don't know. It depends where you live. But I bet if you go in person to the pizza place and you look at the menu is going to have moussaka on it. That's all I'm saying. You know what's a cool part of North American pizza culture? And I don't know if this is true the world over. I can only speak about Canada and parts of the United States. In my hometown, there's a lot of pizza restaurants. And the name is like, 2 for 1 pizza, double pizza, whatever. When you order it, like over the phone or online, you're like, give me a large pepperoni pizza and some garlic bread. But when you go into the store and you order it, you realize that actually they're selling the pizza as a way to get people in the door, but they also got like a kitchen where they're cooking up entrees of the cuisine that they wanted to cook in the first place, but they thought maybe not a great idea to open like a Georgian restaurant in like Kingston Township, Ontario, right? Some of the best Iranian food I've ever had in my life is from a pizzeria in Kingston, Ontario. And you feel like such a stud when you're in the restaurant and you're eating like some kubede or something like that, and everyone else is coming in, hey, can I get a large pepperoni pizza? You're like, you freaking idiot, dude. The kubede is right, the pepperoni pizza? Are you stupid? Oh, man. I love Greek pizza, though. I know we were talking about that just before we started. Crispy crust. I think they do a cheese topping cheese is typical. Every slice is probably like 500 calories, but it's good, man. I'm putting respect on Greek food. Has anybody else ever respected Greek food? Oh, it's the most marinated food of all time. It's the most put over food in history next to Italy. Okay. Let's eat this guy. Let's eat this guy with phyllo pastry. Cool. Should I do it? I'm just joking. I'm trying to go viral. Let's eat this guy. Let's eat this guy with olives. We could do that for every bit. Dude, that's going to be the next stream is just me repeating the bit with like a different context every single time. Let's slash this guy. Let's slash this guy with our hockey stick. Brad Marchand, when he sees anybody, then you play that clip. It goes viral. People go, who is this guy? I keep seeing him on Twitter. Who is this guy? Oh, don't watch his videos. He's a bad guy. Oh, really? What did he do? I don't know if you're ready for this. No, I want to know the tea. Spill the tea. He's bald. Haha, good one. Let's meme this guy. Let's meme this guy with inside jokes. Okay. Dark electric. Shinks. What? Luxray? Oh my God. Are you kidding me, man? It's a black cat that shoots lightning bolts. That should be 1-to-1, dude. Okay, Fighting Dark is easy though. That's Lucario. Electric can learn Thunderbolt. You know what? Maybe this is a little bit more my speed. Pikachu. Fighting Flying doesn't make any sense. Grass Flying. You ever hear of a little bird called Mas Quattro? Green bird, bro. You don't get too many grass birds in this business. Maybe Surfetch'd. He's got a leaf shield and He has a leaf shield and he's a bird. Can you explain to me how he can't be grass flying? It's a leek? No, you got me confused, brother. It's a fucking leaf, dude. That's a leaf. Holy fuck. Me drawing my 6th grade English teacher. So anyway, when you're doing the 12 times table, what you have to do is me in the margins of my notebook. Pincer Mega. Anyway. Wait, Pincer Mega. It's grass and it has wings. Grass flying. Okay, get fucked, Pokemon. It's a bug, bro. Yeah, where do bugs live? In the grass. Pokemon is washed. Come on, there's got to be a good hammer joke for that, right? Okay, let's catch this guy. Let's catch this guy with Ultra Balls. Oh, I forgot. I haven't played Connections in like a week and a half, bro. I got to put myself in mental illness mode. Okay, let's connect this guy. Let's connect this guy with themes. So pathetic, man. So embarrassed. Okay, Cowboy Carter, Beyonce, King, Queen, Duke, Captain Crunch, Honey Nut Cheerios. King, Queen, Squat. Squat is all. It could be exercise, but it could. Squat and dip are exercises, as is a bridge and a crunch. What are exercises? Calisthenics. Honey. Tutu, Gore, King, Carter, politicians, Al Gore, Desmond Tutu, Martin Luther King, Jimmy Carter. Leaders who received the Nobel Prize. Told you. Pretty good, right? Pretty good. Saloon, Duel, Cowboy, Bounty. Elements of the Wild West. Busy spelling honey queen. Things related to a bee. Busy bee spelling bee, honey bee, queen bee. Well, perfect connections is pretty rare. We're bee guys. Sorry, that's Chibley's bid. You like German bread? We're sucking dick. You know what I'm saying? Amerikaners, wenn das pronounced Regenbogenstrudel, rainbow sprinkles. Sorry, I forgot I stopped the bit. I'm out of practice. Im Profil? Meine Nacktfotos im Profil? Yeah! German perverts when there's meine Nacktfotos im Profil? Yeah! Sorry. That's pretty good. I thought that one was pretty good. Do you need a cleaner cut to get it on social media? Do you need me to do do I need like a 3-second window in front of it where I don't do anything? German perverts when there's meine Nacktfotos im Profil? Yeah! How was that? I thought that was pretty good. Normally the second one doesn't have the sauce, but I thought it was pretty good. This one's for you, Germany. I never noticed that Germany kind of looks like the country looks like a British boy after the First World War with like a little cap on, looking at how bright the future could be. I never noticed that. You ever notice how the country of Germany looks like a little British boy? It does, man. I don't know how to describe it. That's a little British boy right there. I think it's the hat. Oh, he doesn't know. And you know what's great is he's looking at his homeland. He's saying, come on, England. Score some fucking goals. Nigeria? Nope. Okay. Central. No, this is the Congo. This is the area. Oh, go! You can say a lot of things about me as a streamer. You could say my hoity-toity attitude is off-putting, sense of superiority, faux intellectualism despite not really being that educated. I can understand if that puts you off. But like Sheldon Keefe said about the 2024 Maple Leafs in the playoffs, you can knock a lot of things, you can't knock the hustle. I am out here trying to make you laugh, okay? We're not afraid to get a little silly if it gets some audible air breathed out of your nose. The heck was that? That's my garage door. So true, we are out here 25 hours a week busting our ass, bro. Last week it was 17th at the box office. This is a movie that just got nominated for Best Picture as of January 6th. Oh, let me ask Squeaks. I don't like to do that. I don't like to make references to other streamers that play on their inside jokes. I find it a little cheap. It's like not a creative way to get a laugh, but every once in a while you can pepper it in. Let me see. This is a movie that got nominated for an Oscar and nobody cared about it before it put on the mask. Starring Taraji P. Henson. Movie is known as Hidden Figures. $13 million 1 week. Kate Beckinsale, circa 2017. Whatever the last Underworld movie is. Let's say Blood Wars. Okay, he's insane. He's Lazan Al-Gaib. He's the voice from the Outer Rim. Okay, let's anoint this guy. Let's anoint this guy with the title of Muad'Dib. Sorry. That one, we were reaching on that one. Lionsgate, plus 6%. Please is so sad. Yeah, but tomorrow you're going to go crazy for it. A rebellion built on hope. It's Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Or Maggie Simpson in Rogue Not Quite One. 80th percentile today. Not bad, not bad. Any of you go see Underworld Blood Wars in the theaters? Mods, get them? Nope. Yeah, I mean, it did open to 13 million, which is pretty decrowed. But who's going to see like the 6th Underworld movie? That's crazy. I kind of feel bad for Kate Beckinsale because I thought she was like a serious actress. I guess she's chilling. She was in Van Helsing. But then I feel like she just killed her career doing 7 Underworld movies in a row. Is she doing anything else? She was in Serendipity with John Cusack. I remember that. Oh, she's in Click. She's in Click. Pays the bills. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. You shoot the vampires on the big TV. Okay, let's move it. Let's move these microwave ovens. Oh, motherfucker. Ah! One of these days it's going to hit, man. It's going to hit. I hate this. Wait till you land the lunker, though. Wait till you pull in the deep sea fish you've been angling for. This bit's not working. Shut the fuck up. 3 years from now, you'll be talking in a group chat. I missed the Kill This Guy with Hammers arc. That was my favorite arc of NL. Bro, it's the greatest day of my life. It's the greatest day of my life. It's Balatro, dude. This is Balatro. Balatro's back, baby. And in POG form. Hey, NL, your game still says Balatro, okay? You're going nuts on the table for that. If you're right, you live. If you're wrong, you live, but you're banned. Well, timed out. Hang on, let me see. Game category. I have to give this to you on a technicality. I actually have none category, which I think might have short-circuited the system. So I'm going to put it on just chatting, and I'm going to say you get to live. No category, I feel bad because I probably got some people excited thinking I was watching some Hollywood movies and just staying in no category to, they'll never find me. Prezzo, you know what I'm talking about. People were probably like, oh shit, he's finally watching Oppenheimer. Fez got to be like one of the most disrespected games of all time. Just because I know the feelings people have towards Phil Fish. But Fez is up there in the pantheon of indie games that are like transcendental. Thank you, Apollo. He's saying Fez is insanely good. People that haven't played it are like fucking Grima Wormtongue in your ear. Another cute, gimmicky indie platformer. You don't know, and I can't tell you why the fuck you're wrong because it would ruin the mystery of the game, okay? Is it better than Braid? It kicks the shit out of Braid, no disrespect. I like Braid a lot too. Mostly because I think I played it when I was 20 and I haven't gone back, but I respect it it moved the medium forward at the time when it was needed to move forward. It has not aged super well, but like we can't knock it for not aging well. It fucking didn't come out in 2024. It came out in like 2009. It's 15 years ago, bro. You know what? We're putting some respect on Braid right now. That would have been the clip of the century, dude. How about what's eating Edith Finch? How did they know? More distant than 2017. That's a first-person game. So it's not part of any genre. It's in none genres. There's no shooting, there's no swords, there's no puzzles. There's no adventures. There's no themes. It's themeless. It could be an isometric strategy game from 2016 called There Are Billions of Zombies. They Are Billions. Nope. It's not that idiot. It doesn't have survival science fiction themes. It also has some multiplicative elements. For example, it's factorial, but it's not indie, bro. It's not fucking indie. Fucking Greg's game. Bill's game. They Are Billions. We already did that one. Mom's game. Momodora. Hearts of Iron 4. Hearts of Iron. You know what's crazy about Hearts of Iron? I don't think anybody's caught on to this yet. You ever notice this guy looks just like Bruce Willis? Like that's Bruce Willis right there. Also, I was about to say, why do they call it a corncob pipe? Now that I see this is motherfucker, I'm like, I get it now. That is a fucking corncob, bro. Who's this? Is that General Patton? He's smoking I thought Patton was more of a cigar. That's MacArthur. MacArthur's got the corncob pipe. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Name the guy on the left? Motherfucker thinks I don't know about Bernard Montgomery. I know I've been listening to the audiobooks, bro. It's all context, okay? This is Bernard Montgomery, a.k.a. the villain of the movie Patton. Well, him and the Nazis, I guess. That's got to be Rommel, I'd have to imagine, unless they did a deep pull, and then it would be Heinz Guderian. It's obviously General MacArthur. I can only assume this is Zhukov. Is that General Zhukov? You're right. Nightmare blunt rotation without a doubt. Not to mention, I'm sure the vibes would be totally fucked. You would not catch me smoking a blunt with Bernard Montgomery, General Zhukov, and Erwin Rommel. Give me the mom. Can you pick me up? I'm at the fucking Yalta 2024. It's fucking freaking me out. A satire on the late Reaganite capitalism. The movie is called Trading Places. I don't know how I feel about Dan Aykroyd. I feel like he's not causing anybody any problems. But I'm also like, that motherfucker is selling crystal skulls full of vodka, which just, I don't know, the vibes are weird. But then do you see what he said about the Bud Light controversy when the trans influencer got a can with their face on it? He said, what? So a trans person's not allowed to have a cold beer? That's based, bro. But he's got me thinking, he's just sussing me up a little bit because of the because of the Crystal Skull vodka, which makes me think he's into some other, but maybe not. Maybe he's just chill. He actually thinks ghosts are real? Yeah, I know, but like, I'm not sure if I hold it against him or if I'm like, I guess, like, here's the thing. If you think ghosts are real and you're like, so does Kate. It's true. You're not, I gotta be careful what I say. I don't think that Kate thinks that there's like a Casper the Friendly Ghost style ghost. I think that she is of the opinion that there is some mysticism in the spiritual realm that can have an impact on the corporeal realm. I think Dan Aykroyd believes that there's a ghost that could suck his dick. And I love that for him. You know what? Now that I think about it, I've decided I'm entering the war on Aykroyd on the side of Aykroyd. He's going to come up with some fucked up quote tomorrow. He's going to make this age horrendously. Pokedoku, dude. Oh, fuck. No, don't leave. It's good. Who's the Seth Jarvis? Is that the guy that's been, he's like a defenseman? Yeah, there he is right there. Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay. Evil Ludwig can't hurt you? Oh, man. Am I wrong? Evil Ludwig be like, girls! Easy. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, one-word title. Looper. Brick. Oscar-nominated film starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Sorry. Julianne Moore. With a one-word title, Magnolia. Delightful. 2010 to 2019. Oscar-nominated film, Children of Men. Still, every time I see it, I'm like, horrible poster, man. Julianne Moore, 2010 to 2019. I got to think about that one. No, I don't. Gloria Bell. We take those. Will Smith, 2010 to 2019. Give me a Gemini Man. What's going on? You know what? Don't worry about it. One word title. Go ahead and take Concussion on that one. And Oscar nominated film, we'll go Ali. So I'm assuming that King Richard's probably going to be number one there. Now, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, 2010 to 2019. I'm going to go Don John just because, like, Looper's too obvious. Don John's pretty obvious, too. Is that Julianne Moore, bro? That looks like Julianne Moore. Oh, you know what I should have played instead? Well, Gloria Bell was pretty good, but you know what I should have considered playing? Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle. Anyway, Oscar-nominated Joseph Gordon-Levitt film. Maybe you've heard of it. Star Wars Episode 7, The Last Jedi. Top 5% of players today. Delightful. Don John was number one. I should have played the Looper, man. I should have played the Looper. 47% could get an Oscar-nominated Joseph Gordon-Levitt film. Sad. There was a time when he was the hottest young actor in Hollywood. I dead ass have never heard of Don John. I feel like it kind of killed his career, at least as like an A-lister. Like, he was extremely over in professional wrestling terms. Not in like his career was over. He was over. The audience loved him. And he said, I'm going to take all this goodwill and turn it into a movie about like being addicted to jerking off. And I don't think people were like, don't do that. I think they were just kind of like, it's a little weird. They're just like, it's a little strange. Okay, you ready? Little Bandle for you. Released in 2015, 511 million views. It's Party All the Time by Eddie Murphy. It's got a certain something to it. I'll admit I don't recognize it immediately. Is this it's the Jonas Brothers. Is it not? Is it Joe Jonas? Is it Jonas? The Jonas Brothers? Jonas, isn't this a I got Nile Rodgers cooking on electric guitar too, no doubt. But I think I need some voice cover. I need the principal melody. I need the principal melody. Oh yeah. Get strong with me, baby. Talk with me. I hope it bounce with me, baby. Oh yeah. On the summer. wait. We'll have something, yeah. I still remember we have dreams of December. Something like that. Can you hear? Okay, this is turned on. That's just because... I still remember we'll have something in the ocean. Cake by the ocean. There we go. I knew it was something like that. I swear, you're going to be like, you've heard this song 1,000 times. I haven't. I've heard it 6 times, I think, on the Peloton. If I had to guess. I still remember, this has Joe Jonas in it? Dude! Joe Jonas is in this band? Why don't you play the 9 bonus rounds? Whoa! Bandle, the app now has bonus rounds. Download it for free now. I'm not down... Bandle, it's no disrespect. You got a great product here. I will not be downloading your app because I'm not downloading apps. Unless they give me money or like make McDonald's cost less money. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. I'm 90s maxing, which means I'm app minning. Harmonies.io. Okay, how about Harmonies.io? Is that the one that plays the real song? Oh my God, it's Music Connection? What the hell is this, man? Is this going to play real music when I press the play button, or is it going to do copyright-free MIDI music? There's no music? Then what's the play button for? That's the submit. Oh, it's theming. Okay. Okay. Create groups of 4. All I do is win. Pop star. Like that's rock star. No matter what am I shuffle them? What am I doing here? I'm loving this 2004 ass website though. There's no doubt about that. Wild Thoughts, 10,000 hours. Cold Water, Eeny Meeny. Eeny Meeny when Miney Mo when an Eeny Meeny walks into the joint. Whitney Houston. I'm the one. These are DJ Khaled songs. Let me cook on this one for just a second. Holy cow. Luckiest guess of all time. Just from the titles, which one of these would be DJ Khaled songs? I know I'm the one, and I know All I Do Is Win. The rest were just pure luck. And then obviously Mr. Brightside is a killer song. But like breakup songs? Mr. Brightside's kind of a breakup song, right? I'm not the only one. Songs about infidelity. It is songs about infidelity, bro. Okay, hold. The intuition is cracked with this one. This is Justin Timberlake, Cold Water, 10,000 hours. I don't know anything else that could be here. Hi, honey. How are you? You're gonna defeat me in what? Plague me?
Yes.
Like a disease? Oh my gosh. Pew pew. She ran away. She killed me and she ran away. Curse of Ra, curse of Ra. I did it. Mommy, I killed Daddy. I don't know, honestly, what this could possibly be. But we have 4 mistakes remaining, which is sick. So what about songs about unrequited love? These all sound like they could be one away. One away. One away. One away. Justin Bieber features and lyrics to Nelly's Dilemma. Oh, no matter what I do, all I think about is you. I'm going crazy over you, baby. That's why I love you. Got anything else? Spottle? What the heck is Spottle? Spottle game. This plays a song. Thank you for the heads up. We'll play it 1 millisecond at a time so we don't get DMCA'd. Guess 1 of 10. I'm going to say that this is Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's. Does this mean I'm too low on listener rank, or does this mean I'm too high? You're too low. So they are one of the 5 most popular artists in the world. No, it means you're too high, but not by much. Oh, okay. Another band that's popular, but not that popular. And their debut album was earlier, and it's one person. And it's a woman. Pink. Pink's listener rank is 126th? I don't like her music, but I thought she was really popular. That's more popular than Pink now. A female pop artist not from America. You know what? It's Carly Rae Jepsen, bro. Canadian. Whoa, debut album 2008. 515th. Well, I guess the only thing I could think of is possibly Lady Gaga, although she's American. 2008 debut album. Adele? Could it be Adele? A single female singer in the pop genre who debuted in 2008 and isn't from America, Canada, or Puerto Rico. Oh, no. That's like a big song, bro. That's one of the biggest songs. You're trying to get me killed. The look of pure panic. I can't believe I clicked on it so easily. Like, I could not shoot someone in the head in PUBG, but I could fucking click on that mute button instantaneously. Relatle is good. Or is, I guess, like my family members or something. Relatle game. Press and hold an artist to hear a sample of their music. Are you trying to get me killed? Identify the artist matchup. Brother, what does this mean? It's shared listeners? They're not. I wouldn't call those related artists then, but maybe I'm being annoying. I mean, I think it's pretty easy. You would go, who's related to Kendrick Lamar? Certainly Frank Ocean. And then you go from Frank Ocean to Mac Miller, which takes you to... We're trying to get a little cornier. No disrespect, Lord. So we'll go Chance the Rapper. Every time I click on an artist, they're replaced with more artists that I don't know. And I don't really know what direction I'm going in. Let's click on Lupe Fiasco. At least I'll oh, okay. And we're trying to get to Lord. All right. Probably go Most Def. It's good, don't worry. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Gnarls Barkley to Lord. Yeah, here we go. We've escaped the rap genre. I'm going to say take me to the White Stripes. We're trying to get to Lured. Okay, Lured. Easy. We're going to go strong female singers. Karen O from the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. We're going to follow that. Actually, maybe this is good. Maybe this is a good game. I think we're going to follow this to... I would think that Lord and Regina Spektor would have a lot of overlap, personally. Never mind. Lord and Fiona Apple for sure, though. Okay, never mind. Lord and Kate Bush. Lord and... Oh, fuck. It's not going to be the Cocteau Twins, man. Lord and PJ Harvey. Lord and Bjork, for sure. Really? Okay, Lord and FKA Twigs. We're like so in the right category here. Lord and Grimes. Lord and Carolyn Polachek. Lord and Charlie XCX. Why are they all getting like progressively more naked as time goes on? There she is. We got there. Like the last one was just like 9 naked ladies, bro. I mean, there was a methodology to this. I mean, we fucking were bad. I would play this again now that I realize it's not features. If features, I had no chance. But like, yeah, okay, I get it. Beard suits you. Thank you. So it's not a joke. My electric beard trimmer died. Like it's plugged in. I've tried multiple plugs. The plug a little weird, but it's broken, man. He ain't chill at all. So like I have to go out and buy like a new electric beard trimmer. But I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do about it, because I kind of like it. I'm growing to like it a little bit at least. But I will say, yesterday my wife said, "What's wrong with your beard?" And I said, "You tell me what's wrong with it." And then she said, "It's long." And I said, "That's true." I'm not trying to make an enemy in my own house, but I'm like, I think it looks pretty okay. Little gray in the front, but horseshoes back? No, I just shave my head with I have like a razor with no guard, an electric razor with no guard. I shave my head with that. Also, no disrespect, but chat, I'm not you. Something in my house broke. I'm going to go pick up a replacement today. It's not like the sort of thing where I'm going to have to show up looking like George Costanza in 6 months. People are going to be like, "What happened?" And you're going to be like, "Oh, my razor broke 6 months ago." I'll just go head out to London Drugs. They probably got them on the shelf there if I had to guess. Repair it yourself? Oh, we should go see if that on ban request came through for the guy. I said I went out to a restaurant and he said you should learn how to cook for yourself. I said I went out to a restaurant. That was like 4 hours ago. Let's see. I don't think so. I think they might be gone forever. Oh, no, there they are. Learn to cook, brother. 8:55 a.m. Hello on ban request. So first off, I admit the learn to cook brother comment was a bit out of nowhere. As the streamer is over the age of 30, he's cooked food before in his life, probably more than me in all likelihood, but that's a 50-50. Well, if it's likely more than you, then it's not a 50-50. You need to go back to math school. Like all humans, I sometimes get the impulse to say something in chat that's a little combative for no reason. This time it didn't translate well. Well, is it meant to be combative, or is it did it not translate well? Like you're under oath, motherfucker. As it was also not meant seriously, but it was unnecessary, so I apologize for that. Okay, you've served 5 minutes in the chokey, or 5 hours in the chokey. You're free. You're free. Are you lying under oath? Yes. Did you commit a serious crime? No. Ergo, you're free. You've served your time. London Drugs is closed. ban cookie stealer 559. Okay. I'll see you in the unban request tomorrow. Why you trolling, bro? You're just out here like you just typing nothing. A soul for a soul. I had the mod like DJ booth open up on the other tab. You're coming out here just saying things? Is your keyboard like light on fire if you don't type on it every 2 seconds? There's no way they're closed, bro. It's like one of the biggest chains in the... Well, actually, wait, let me check. Google, is London drugs closed? Cybersecurity incident leads to closure of London drug stores in Western Canada. Okay, / unban cookie stealer. Sorry. Oh, man. Good, thank you. Honestly, I won't waste my time headed out for that then today. Let's see what they typed here. I can't. They just typed I can't. Oh, man. Sorry. Just a straight... Listen, you got to spend a night in the drunk tank every now and then or something. I don't know. Hi, Tomo. Okay, let me send you over... fuck. Where am I going to buy it? Maybe I am going to grow the horseshoe, dude. No! He said my daughter in there. Just go to Shoppers. They don't sell like electronics in Shoppers. Like I get that they're both pharmacies, but London Drugs is like, you know, what do you want? Antibiotics or like a flat screen TV? They do? Really? Amazon? No, I don't like buying things online anymore. I'm 90s maxing. See, like I could just go out and buy it. If I buy it online, I gotta like, you know, log in, give them like my address details. Why does a person need to know that shit? I guess to send it to my house, but like, I'll just go out and buy the razor, man. I don't need to like enter my data into a portal, wait for a dude in a truck to show up. I'll just go. Plus, then I can get it right now. Maybe support a local business like Bill's Hair and Beard Accessories. I'm just joking. I'll be checking Shoppers, but so be it. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Later.
Does that curse earn us another sub goal? Why do you make it sound like if I set a sub goal, you think you can reach it? You think you can reach it? Yeah, put the 1 million sub goal back. The one chip challenge. 1 million sub goal. One chip challenge. I was thinking, what if do you think people will hate me if I do like, oh, I will, the next sub goal, I would eat something raw, apple. Do you think people hate me? They go like, well, what the heck? I must eat something that Watanabe would eat, and it would be funny for me to watch Watanabe eating it. Reversal entertainment. Do the Dan Giesling challenge? What is Dan Giesling challenge? Do I become a funeral director? 1 month only cheese? That is not real. What the heck is 1 month only cheese? You just made that up. Is it true that Dan ate a kilogram of cheese every day?
I don't know if it was a kilo, but I bet it was like close to a pound.
But he said he ate a whole block.
Maybe like this big?
He ate the whole thing?
Yeah.
Every day?
He's a wild guy.
I don't believe him.
I think Dan and we have a similar mental defect.
Mommy, what did you say?
Have you ever had that much of cheese every day?
No.
He has to be stacked in the fridge with like 30 blocks of cheese if he wants to eat that. There's no way. Hey, take your warm. Also, I need water, Ryan.
Okay.
Tomato sauce straight from the can? No. That's a joke, right? You're not saying that? It's a joke? Oh no. I don't wanna know. No. No. He just ate a tomato sauce straight from the can? He said he ordered pasta without the noodles. How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? I think the restaurant worker was said, excuse me, you cannot order pasta without the noodles. Did you know Dan ordered pasta without the noodles in restaurant?
Yeah, I was asking him about it.
Why?
He doesn't want to eat carbs.
So what did he eat?
Just the sauce.
What the heck is wrong with him, dude? Is this why you don't want to have a third child?
I mean, he's crazy, but I think we're crazy in the same way. Like
Don't say that.
When I talked to him, I was like, I wouldn't do that. But now that you've illustrated your principles, I get it. You don't want to eat carbs. Everyone wants to go to an Italian restaurant. Here you go, bowl of sauce.
No, you can just order like Italian salad. There's a lot that has a lot of no carbs.
Here, we gotta put socks on and go out.
No.
I'll tell you what, because we make a compromise, right? If you come with me shopping into the bank, I'll buy you a treat from the bakery. That's the best deal you're gonna get.
No. I just want to stay here.
Well, you're 3, so you have to come with Daddy.
No.
I'm sorry for hijacking your stream here at the start. Did you know I had this girl at the restaurant yesterday? The waitress came over. She said, "What do you want to drink?" And she looked at the waitress in her eyes and said, "I want poo-poo juice."
That's pretty funny though.
I found it mortifying.
Why?
Because I was like, the waitress is probably like, what do they talk about at home? And I'm like, at home we don't talk about it at all. She's just
every 3-year-old loves poo-poos.
She's always like, I want poo-poo juice, pee-pee juice, and throw-up juice.
The poo-poos and farts. It's just what the 3-year-old likes. Joke boat answer. I mean, you love fart. Anytime there's just fart, you just laugh.
Yeah, it's
what's that Jackbox game? Anyone who has the sound of the fart, they just go like, wow, that's really good. And that person just wins if you have to fart. It's just a default. Farts are funny though, you see? Just human nature. Except not me though. I don't find it funny. I think it's Ryan's DNA.
That's true. This morning you weren't laughing at all.
Oh my god! It was first time I ever farted, and then Ryan went, "Whoa! I have never heard this kind of behavioral."
Oh, bad chest, gamer girl farts, bad chest.
And then he went like, "Whoa! My wife, she's letting it go." My dude is. I told you I don't fart, and then in the morning I farted, and he was flipping, dude.
I was rubbing my head under the blanket like a...
Oh my god! You see this? Maybe that's why your daughter's ordering poo-poo juice.
Badger, gamer girl farts, bad.
I think it's 9% you, man. Don't stay fond of farts. You're gonna make Watanabe sad. He might think it's real.
How do I get this child to the bank?
I don't know. It's your job. Just do it less so noisy. Daily Watanabe bullying? How is that bullying? My dude bought the MILF hat. The MILF hat goes hard. Don't roast him for that one. Don't take his side. What's wrong with you? What do you mean, what the? What do you mean, what the? I wouldn't buy it though. I mean, I don't think anyone would buy it except him. Do you think if Fauna goes like, hey, I captured my fart and trapped it in a glass jar, would anyone buy this? Do you think it will sell out less than a second? Obviously! What do you mean, obviously? There is only one, so yes? Well, how many do you need? I didn't know that you needed more than one. Any limited merch would sell out very quickly. You call that a limited merch? Guys, I bought the Fauna fart jar. Yes. I'm not saying I would buy it. Are you gonna type I'm not saying? It was for a joke. I didn't really buy it for myself. You forgot the Wata explaining emoji. You gotta put Wata explaining. It was for a joke. Stop, can we game? Persona 3 is a long game. And so is your love towards Fauna. What about NL fart jars? There is no way anyone would buy that. What do you mean caught? Oh no. I would buy it, excuse me? Wait, I didn't even say how much it is though. How could you say you would buy it even though you don't know the price of it? No price too high? You guys are crazy.
Is that you humming, Austin? Come on! Not you? Fair.
Does she walk? Does she talk? Does she come complete? My homeroom angel always pulled me from my seat.
She was pure like snowflakes, no one could ever stain. The memory of my angel could never cause me pain.
Years go by, I'm looking through a girl in a magazine, and there's my homeroom angel on the pages in between.
My blood runs cold, my memory has just been sold. My angel is the centerfold, angel is the centerfold. My blood runs cold, my memory has just been sold. Angel is the centerfold. Slipped me notes under the desk while I was thinking about her dress. I was shy, I turned away before she caught my eye.
I was shaking in my shoes whenever she flashed those baby blues. Something had a hold on me when Angel passed close by.
Those soft fuzzy sweaters, too magical to touch. To see her in that negligee is really just too much. My blood runs cold and my memory has just been sold. My angel is the centerfold, angel is the centerfold. My blood runs cold, my memory has just been sold. Oh yeah, angel is the centerfold.
Na 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 na.
Na 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 na. Okay.
It's okay, I understand. This ain't no never land. I hope that when this issue's gone, I'll see you when your clothes are on.
Take your car, yes we will. We'll take your car and drive it. Take it to a motel room and take them off in private.
A part of me has just been ripped. Pages from my mind are stripped. Oh no, I can't deny it. Oh yeah, I just gotta buy it.
My memory has just been sold. My angel is the centerfold, angel is the centerfold. My blood runs cold. My memory has just been sold. My angel is the centerfold. Na 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 na. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Na 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 na. That's unity, baby. I didn't even have to doubt it. I knew he was coming in. Na 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 na.
Blood runs cold. My memory has just been sold. My angel is the centerfold. Angel is the centerfold.
My blood runs cold. My memory has just been sold. Angel is the centerfold. Angel is the centerfold. I think that was a pretty solid performance. Austin's A game is very good. I brought my A game. That's as good as it gets for me. So if you were expecting platinum, that's what you just got. So, I mean, obviously, hit the publish button on that one.